Hey, welcome back to the Corbellic Studios. I'm Corbellic, and we're going to be discussing how social media is not your buyers. They're an audience, okay? They're not even your followers. I know it says right there that they're your followers, but it's not even that. Especially nowadays, you don't even know if they're bots. You don't even know if they're real. You don't know who they are. But even if it's not Instagram, for example, it could be something like Facebook, right? Facebook, what are those type of people? I mean, when I think about Facebook nowadays, I think about MySpace. Look how outdated it is. The only thing that's really paying the bills of Instagram now, or the only thing that's paying the bills of I was gonna say the thing that's paying the bills for MySpace, Facebook, is Instagram. That's what's paying their bills right now because people still go there. So that's what's bringing the traffic. But what? Okay, let's say your friends and your family that's on Facebook. How often do they buy your stuff? No, they don't. That's why I always would tell people, if you're going to have artwork, just don't put it on Facebook. Don't put it on your friends and family. If you do want to show it out to the world, and if that's something that's inside of you that you want to show it out, then show it to a blank audience that don't know anything about you. Show it to strangers, okay? That way you have an understanding of what the market is and what the market wants from you. But if you're going to be putting it out there for Facebook and people who you went to high school and college with decades ago, I mean, they're just going to be forced to give you a free like, but likes don't pay the bills. When's the last time that any of those likes paid a bill? Never. They don't pay any bills. Only thing they do is they throw you off because you don't even know what your real market is. You don't know what you really should be doing. So you are stuck in this loop of thinking that you're going to be doing gallery art, or you're going to be doing aesthetically pleasing gallery pretty art because you're getting free likes, and then you're not going anywhere with that. So that's why we talk about that eBay is better than social media. I haven't been on social media in 5 years, and I sold over 17,000 original paintings just on eBay alone. And I've done it all because I stopped putting my energy and focus onto entertainment, because that's what Instagram is. Instagram is just entertainment where you have to be the dancing monkey. You have to put up so many posts on there. You have to check what the algorithm or what the engagement rate is on your last post. You have to make sure that when you do your painting, that you have to film yourself throughout the process. You have to show the ugly parts, the pre-process. Then you have to show it afterwards. And then you have to write a long story on there to make yourself seem vulnerable and make the story even deeper than what it is. And you got to really write out some stuff with a piano playing in the background. You have to do all of that stuff that they're saying what to do. But not only that, of being a dancing monkey, how many have you been seeing recently where it's not even I don't want to say top artists or anything like that, because you know how I feel about art. It's subjective. It's not up to me. But how many of you have seen people they're not even really doing art, and they're just doing entertainment stuff, hanging upside down from the ceiling with their blindfolds, and then they're spraying paint, and then they're selling it for $100,000, and they're calling that art, but they're making a video of it where it's just more of them doing performative. So that's what I would say nowadays of what like Instagram is. It's very performative, the social media part of it, and it's just a monkey show, just dance monkey, and you always got to perform. eBay, you don't have to perform. You just show up, you create art. It's not even about talent. It's not even about what you're doing. It's just about the algorithm and you being consistent. Instagram's about entertainment for an audience. eBay is based off of a buying platform. There's 185 million people on there already with a credit card that's linked to the system. They're ready to buy. That's a hot lead. That's a hot target right there. So that's where you want to aim at. Social media, free likes. Free likes, they don't pay any bills, and it just gets you frustrated because you're going to be creating art where you really don't know what your market is. Now, the real data conversion on it, the sales conversion, is less than 1%. Less than 1%. And I would say it's even less than that. It's maybe even half of that, to be honest with you. Before I stopped on Instagram, I had close to 10,000 organic followers, not followers that I bought on there like a lot of these artists do and a lot of these people do on Instagram. That's another thing too. They have to buy their audience. You can't buy your audience on eBay. You can't buy them. The only way that you could buy them is if they're actually buying your items. So it's a business, not an audience. You don't buy them, you don't buy bots, and you don't know what's real. But when I had 10,000 followers on there, I was getting less than 1%. And anytime I did get a sale on there, it was like a holiday. It was like a special day, because I put in all this work so I could finally get one sale. I was so happy to get that one sale. I could just remember the feeling. But then when you think about it, all the work that you're doing leading up to that moment, how many bills are piling up? How much art is piling up? How much that you're storing the art that's just not getting sold? And then what happens is you're equating the time that you did for all of that, because you're not just thinking about the time and energy that you did for the artwork. You're equating your artwork with the time and energy that you did on growing your audience, because you're chasing the audience on social media. So you're equating the art and the pricing of the art, not just by itself, but you're equating it with the time and energy that you're doing to grow your social media. You're chasing these free followers. Now on eBay, you could be getting 100 sales a week. So you could be getting that feeling all the time. You could be getting it constantly. And that 100 sales a week, that's just you doing 20 canvases a day, Monday through Friday. And you could be getting those 100 sales. Now, think about it. That right there will easily beat this model. But like I always say, it's not for everybody, because there's some people out there who rather have the title of being a gallery artist or the title of being social media known with the blue check mark and you have the email list, right? Then you are being like, hey, I'm on eBay and I'm selling art. You feel bad because your ego's in the way. Now, when you're doing it this way, you want to paint what sells, not what the market wants, because in your mind, you don't even know what the market wants. The market's been conditioning your mind for so long, thinking that you're saying to yourself that you don't understand why you're not making any money from selling art, because you're like, I'm making this beautiful art. I know it looks good, and society told me that this is the pretty art, but for some reason it's not selling. You know why? Because you don't know what the market is, because you're chasing the audience, you're chasing entertainment, and you can't really have an understanding of what the market wants to spend their money on, because that's not the people who are connected with a credit card onto Instagram. That's just the free likes. When you sell on eBay, you're going to know what your tribe is. You're going to know what the market is. That's why we also talk about starting your auctions off at 99 cents. It's not that all of your artwork's going to sell for that low, and you're still going to be making your profit points because your shipping is $15, but it's more so about getting the combined shipping with that, getting a full traction and an understanding of what your market wants from you. Then when you understand who your audience is, your real followers, the buyers, then you're going to be able to double down and triple down on those topics, those themes. People ask me all the time, what are the most popular themes that sell art? What are the most, what are the popular titles? And I could tell you, I have a list of it in the eBay art community. If you're not already part of it, you can click the link and join the free eBay art community so you can check it out. I have all the templates, a list, everything that you need to put into your listings, into your account. But people would ask me, hey, how do I, or what are the most popular themes? And the reason that they're asking me, because I spent years knowing what the market wants. And the only reason I know what the market wants is because I was able to have that snowball effect by starting off 99 cents. Then people are going to have the casino effect where they're going to be bidding up because they want that item, but also that's what the market is. You can't force the market to buy the painting that social media, the entertainment, told you what was beautiful. So it all goes hand in hand. Like this whole thing, that's why people don't understand, and they're saying it all the time. They're so confused. They're like, hey, how come on eBay you have to start the auctions also so low? And then what happens if this? They don't understand. They're looking at it like a day trader. Don't look at this like a day trader, or you're going to lose money, but also psychologically, you're not going to be able to succeed on this. You're going to get your bankroll. It's all going to come together at the end of the month or at the end of the week. That's how eBay does it. Okay. They reward you with it. It might be spread out. So if you're following it like a day trader, you might be thinking that you're losing on one painting, but you're not thinking of where you're being consistent. You have a bunch of other paintings and they're buying them, and then your order, and then eBay's going to give you another big order or something else where somebody's going to buy it now, and then you're going to have a combination of your bankroll at the end of the week, at the end of the month. Look at it that way. But if you look at it on a day-to-day transaction, you're not going to know who your market is. You're not going to know what the target is. You can only hit your target if you know what the goal is. But if you're going to be going for this, you're just forcing it. And you're wondering why you're not selling any of your art. You're not selling any of your art because you're trying to force the market to like what you like. And you don't even know what you like. You just know what people on Instagram or Facebook who clicked on your stuff, who you might have went to high school with, and they're lying to you that they like it. If they like it so much, how come they're not buying it, right? Now, when you do it this way, you're able to create more art. You're able to create more art because you don't have your ego involved. The only way that you're going to be able to succeed like this is if you have no ego involved. Get your ego out of it. I know it's a hard thing, especially for us who are artists, or you think you come from the gallery side and you don't want to be embarrassed by what your friends got to say. The hell with your friends. Your friends ain't paying your bills either. And they don't even have to know about this. That's the great part. You don't have to have any of your friends or family know about you doing art on eBay if you want to be so secretive. I mean, that was my thing too. That's why I didn't have social media. I didn't want people to know I was selling art on eBay. It was a taboo thing. Like, I don't want to seem like I'm a cheap artist. I'm giving my art away. Oh my gosh. But then it turned out with the business model, make more money than the galleries. So it just works out hand in hand. People who don't know this structure and who would never do it, they're looking at day to day, and they're looking at the pennies, and they're looking at, oh, what about this? They don't know anything about the whole bigger picture. They're not looking at it like we're looking at it as a business from a 40,000 foot. Now, you'll end up, they'll say to yourself, you're selling out, what we were saying, right? And you're not selling out. You're just selling art. Think about Van Gogh, right? Van Gogh, he didn't sell any art. He didn't sell any art when he was alive. He wanted to be a purist. He didn't sell any art. He died broke. But his paintings are worth money after. He died broke. So who did he help during that whole time? Who are you helping by wanting to be a social media dancing monkey on Instagram or Facebook? Who are you helping? You're not even helping yourself. And then you're psychologically hurting yourself, but you're telling everybody, it's okay. I make pretty art. It's okay. No, it's not okay. And we know it's not okay. It's time for us to change the dynamics of this. And you can do that as long as you're willing to be open-minded, have your ego, get out of the way, do this program where we talk about the 10, 15, 20, and you're going to see the results. So if you want to know more about that, how you can do that for yourself, we break it all down. We have all the templates. We have all the listings. We have everything that you can copy and paste, and how you can learn how to manipulate the algorithm. And it's not even manipulating the algorithm. It's just really feeding eBay the listings. It's about being consistent. It's about shipping on time. It's about having your top rated seller. It's about having the right structure in your titles. It's also about having the picture format correct so that Google SEO can pick it up. But if you want to learn how to do all this stuff yourself, it's so simple. You don't even need to be an artist. You don't have to be some professional gallerist and all of that crap that they tried to train for years ago so they could gatekeep. You don't need any of that stuff. So click the link below, join the free eBay art. Click the link below, join the free eBay art community, and I'm gonna see you in there on the next video.